And I think the biggest thing is never get emotional. Don't let them ever see you get emotional. You take it in. I see a lot of business. I watch a lot of business meetings. Like I like to see how people negotiate things. One person will lowball them, and he knows he's going the guy that's going in to sell something. He knows he's going to lowball, but he just says they stay calm. They're just like, all right, I see where you're coming from, and just don't ever let anybody see you get emotional. That's like the rule number one in business. You want to be good at business, don't ever let anyone see you get emotional. You can when you walk away, you can go to the gym and lift some weights or curse up a storm, but don't let them see it. That's a sign of weakness. When I see people getting emotional during that, I'm like, you're a child. You're a child, and I'm not in the child sense is like I'm like making fun of you. It's going back to where I was talking about myself before. You're a 7-year-old in a 30, 40-year-old body. You're a child. And why would I want to be in a business with somebody like that? It just doesn't make sense.
Brother, you speaking the truth again. Speaking the truth. All right, so listen, I'm sorry, because this is too damn good, brother. Because so there's a thing that I think men have about emotional, like, show your emotions, because everybody calls for men to show their emotions. I want to see a man cry. For what, man? Like, come on, stop. So this is why I like to say, I love the fact that you mentioned this, because men can get super emotional, because men can get passionate, bro.
Yeah.
And 9.9972 times out of 10, people are going to take the passion for anger. Right? So the emotional intelligence, and this is what I love teaching men, is like, it's not about like, hey, I'm really sad. It's about like, no, what are you experiencing right now? And now, okay, you've identified it. Okay, how do you harness or control it? Okay, how do you harness and control it? Are you really angry? Or really? Is there something under that? Actually, I'm fucking really sad. Okay, cool. You got you good now? Okay, now how do we harness that piece? Because men are taught that, bro. And that's where the tempers get out of control. Because if I'm in a negotiation and I'm like, oh man, I knew you're gonna do that. So okay, let's really talk now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get off the handle. I'm like, all right, listen, this isn't working out. Let's come back tomorrow, or not. Okay. Hey, listen, but like, it's about how do I manage that my emotions and my temperature, because both are going to play a very pivotal role in a man's success going forward, bro. You see it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You don't burn bridges on your way up, because eventually you're going to come down. You're going to meet those people on the way down.
Down, bro. You treat everybody nice, and this comes back to the relationship skills and negotiation, because I think emotional intelligence is a key piece of all that. Because if I can recognize an emotion that's coming up in me, and then I can recognize an emotion that's coming up in another, I can be able to either calm that emotion, or I can feed and work with it and address it. Yeah. Like if I'm negotiating with someone and I can sense that there's fear there, if I'm going to succeed at closing that deal, let's address the fear. Otherwise, it ain't going anywhere. But again, I got to have the emotional intelligence, and I got to be able to control my own temperature to be able to even be in that space, bro. See what I'm saying?
That's wild, yeah. So, what do you think are some tactics or things parents can do to increase emotional intelligence?
Bro, teach your kids to breathe properly.
I like that, yeah.
Teach them to breathe, bro. I was just at this freaking retreat, doing co-hosting circles for families impacted by gun violence. Bro, I did a freaking 3-minute breathing exercise. It shifted the whole room. Why, Paul? Well, because we hold, man. We don't breathe. Or we breathe like this.
Yeah.
Which automatically breeds anxiety. Teach your kids how to breathe. And then teach them how to focus on one thing. You do those two things, we're in a different playing field, man. Right off the bat.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It doesn't even take much. You teach them those two things, they're applicable across all these fields.
Yeah. It's funny. My 9-year-old niece spent the night over here a couple of days ago. She's like, Brian, I'm doing a 5K run. And I heard breathing's important. I'm like, yeah, it's a little important. I'm like, have you ever heard of diaphragmatic breathing? She's like, no. I knew she didn't. Like, no.
Yeah,
So I showed her like a YouTube video, and I was like, oh, let's practice. And she loved it. You know, she was like, oh, let's, give her a video to use so she can practice. And, will she use it after this? I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to make me feel good, but, we'll see.
Bro, see, I love this, right? And this is so important, right? Especially what we're talking about. Parents, if you teach your kids from young this practice of breathing, they're closer to it naturally than you are.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The thing is if you let them keep going older and they fail to learn how to practice breathing properly, they get further and further disconnected from it until they're your age, and then they got to learn again, like probably you're doing.
Yeah. You ever teach an adult like how to diaphragmatically breathe? I mean, no, you have. It's more of a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
It's fucking impossible, man. That's one of the hardest things that I ever had to do in my training.
It's crazy,
like I would literally have to like put a book on their stomach, or like a book on their chest. I'm like, have the book on your stomach rise first, dude. You should just see what their bodies do. Like, my Lord, like no wonder you have neck pain and your back's always in spasm and you're breaking out all over the place. Yeah, that's a whole other episode if you're wondering why that can happen because of breathing. But
we got to get this on the. I know we've done it already, but this is what I'm talking about. And like, listen, it gets to the point right now where I'm like more tactile with it, bro. I put something on their belly. I'm like, use it for yoga block. You got to at this point, because like me saying it to you, blah, 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 you're like, what? Your body has it. Until your body experiences it, it will fail to know. It'll fail to know.